Hello, this is a quick video on how to organize your base and have some kind of sorting system so you can maximize your productivity and spend more time playing, having fun, instead of running around in circles in your base to produce things and sort things out. So what I always recommend that everybody does is to build a round tower and then have your stairs right next to your entrance, so you can go to your second floor if you come home from farming. And then the way the inventory is organized, I set it always to heaviest first. And then you will notice when you go out farming, stone, minerals, all the heavy stuff ends up in the top of your inventory. And then when you enter your base, you can pre-sort really fast because it's all in the top of the inventory. And then you'll see here these two buttons. One is to fill up existing stacks, and the other one is to just every item that is in this box, let's say stone, ironstone, if you have any of that in your inventory, you don't have to double click it all manually. You simply, so let's do this, let's split a stack. If I now press this button, see it fills existing stacks. But let's say I do this and split this. So if I now know that this box is for the minerals that go into these furnaces, I simply come home from farming and I do click, and then everything that is in the inventory will automatically, that is also in this box, will automatically be transferred in there. So it will save you thousands of clicks a day if you do a long gaming session or something like this. And then, for example, if you let's say you have melted, you have made steel bars here and iron bars and stuff, and you want to make something, let's say an iron pick, for example, or you want to make 10 of them, then you come to this tab here, you type in how many you want to make, and then you press pull, and it pulls it from the vicinity of your base. So any box that is in the vicinity, or any crafting station that is in the vicinity, will pull the resources needed to craft those 10 iron picks in here. Let's say you only have iron bars and sticks for 5, then you type in 10, but it will only show you here in the crafting tab that you can only craft 5. Just practice with it. It's very, very useful, and it saves you much time. So as you enter your base, you can see that these furnaces, they're all lined up. These are from AOC mod. And here's the same thing. You will have your tin ore here, Ethereum ore, onyx, all that stuff will be very easily sorted in those boxes automatically. And then the next heavy stuff in the list is the tanneries. And you will see that after farm run, all these items will be lined up according to the heaviest first. And then also learn to use this to search if your inventory is very full, to see what you have available there for specific crafting stations, to just dump it. These are AOC compost boxes, and what I usually do is I fill up 3, and then there's an optional 4th to, if you want to produce more compost in a shorter amount of time. But these are basically things you just have to keep going. There are other ways to get seeds, but I'm not going to go into that. But it's just to give you an idea of how you have to line up your crafting stations. And then if you have your central vault here in the middle, where you just dump everything. If you're not in the mood for sorting all the stuff out, you just dump it in this vault. Every time you come home from farming, you just throw it all in this vault here. And then things that you know that can be dismantled, you can immediately throw in here. And then there's also a fridge here to dump all the meat that you find or harvested, and basically anything that has a timer on it that will disappear. And this will allow you to sort it out later into the designated boxes in your cooking area, for example. And then also to reduce load times when you have your base set up like this, don't put like 3 or 4 vaults in the center here. If this one vault is completely full, you just have to sort it out and burn some resources, because I noticed that some players on my server, they keep everything. They don't put it in dismantling bench. They don't sort it out in the preservation box. And then this vault ends up being full of candles and pots and pans, vanilla armors, all kinds of stuff that drops that is completely useless to keep. So this will save you a lot of time. And also to prevent huge lag spikes if you come in the vicinity of your base. Just only take 1 vault, yeah, to keep all your stuff. If you're not in the mood to sort it all out. I actually recommend it to never do these runs every time you've been away for like half an hour or an hour farming. Just go to the center here, throw it all in here, and when this vault is completely full or almost full, you pick all this stuff up and then you do a run in your base. And I have these boxes right at the outside here. This is where I store like vanilla potions, war paints, special items like scrim, EWA event tokens, all these high valuable things that you need to keep separated, that aren't really used in a crafting station, like for example heads from vanilla bosses, skeleton keys, all currency. I all store it in these boxes here, and then these 3 boxes here I use for spare tools. What else is there? Let's say you have in your inventory a truncheon, some extra weapons, a bow, explosive arrows, all that stuff. And then before you do a run, sorting all your stuff from this main vault, you just open this and put the weapons, basically empty your inventory of those items that you always take with you, so they don't end up somewhere in a crafting station or somewhere in a box where you don't remember where you put it. And this will also save you a lot of time in searching. And then the only thing you actually have to take into consideration when you place your crafting station is that there should be just enough space in between them to just comfortably walk in between them. That's all you need. And then also something else I recommend is I do it with the iron smithy, but you will end up having like let's see here. Let's say you make in the legendary assembly, you make 10 or 15 limb huggers as spare sets. Then the high value weapons, you put them up on the crafting station in a box, so you know that all your good weapons are up here, and then this box you use for legendary weapons that you want to keep, or weapons that you know that are low grade but they're nice to have as a backup or whatever, and you put them in the lower chests. And then for the alchemy, I recommend making the Death Cauldron from AOC. And then here is the same system basically. You can put a chest on top here for your high value, high tier alchemy items. And then for the bulk of stuff you just throw it in here in these boxes in between those alchemy discs. And you basically want to keep these two rows of foundations here more or less open, so you can very easily check in your Conqueror furnace. Okay, I have so many steel bars. Now I just need to. Now I know I can craft so many repair kits or something like this. But I see a lot of people. When you enter their base, their alchemy Death Cauldrons, they are here, for example, and then their alchemy desks are on the other side of the room, or even in another room, and then they have to take stuff from here and then run all the way to the other side just to craft some things. And this is just what I learned from experience in how to be as productive as possible and organizing your base. And also for specific mods like EEWA, they have a limited amount of crafting stations, so group them together so that all these items are more or less, all these crafting stations and all the items needed to craft the weapons and the armors, they're all concentrated in one location, because otherwise you're just gonna end up running from left to right all over the place. And without knowing it, you think, oh, it's only 10 seconds or 5 seconds to run from here, grab it, and then run back to put it in this crafting station to make something. After 10 hours of playing in a week, for example, you have wasted a whole hour just running in your base from one location to another, because you have done that run, let's say 150 times without even thinking about it. And then I also recommend that if you count the amount of layers that you need to make a base that is the right size for the server that I have now in comparison to the amount of mods that we have, you need around 2, 4, 6. So you need 6 layers outside of your center to have a comfortable living space. Yeah. And then also, like I said in the beginning, if you have your stairs right next to your front door there, you save a lot of time just going up to the second floor, and you only need one stairs, so don't make another one on the other side there. And then let's say you want to place altars for religion, you just add another staircase so it's three walls high and they don't stick out into the next floor. And yeah, that's basically it. You will just figure it out. If you understand what I'm saying here, you will notice that your base will start looking completely different, and it will be really fun to craft and to produce things in it. That's it.